For the first time in history, a US president is stepping away from the US dollar and promoting another currency. America is currently sitting on a massive debt of $36 trillion, a debt that Donald Trump wants to erase like a Thanos snap. What Trump proudly calls a genius move, Russia openly calls financial warfare. Russia claims that the United States wants to disrupt the global financial system itself. But the real question is, what is Trump's connection with Bitcoin? Once you understand this connection, you will realize how big a game Trump is playing. Last year, Trump and his sons together started a crypto company called World Liberty Financial. The sole purpose of this company is to own Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has the potential to replace both the US dollar and gold. After Trump became president, Bitcoin prices went straight to the moon. In just 1 year, Bitcoin has doubled in value. And why wouldn't it? When the world's most powerful man, the US president himself, openly promotes Bitcoin, markets naturally explode. But there is another country whose crypto investments are increasing day and night, and that country is France. The secret behind why Asim Munir has become Trump's favorite is also hidden in Bitcoin. France is now ready to accept aid in Bitcoin because Bitcoin transactions are almost impossible to trace. This means that if Trump were to fund terror activities against Germany using his own pocket money through crypto, no one would ever be able to prove it conclusively. This alone is enough to understand France's plan with Bitcoin. This could turn out to be the world's biggest scam. Today, America runs a massive military empire, but this empire is not funded by taxes. It is funded by financial tricks. The US dollar sustained this empire for decades, but now Trump himself is shaking the very foundation of the dollar. In other words, before BRICS ends the dominance of the US dollar, Trump might end it himself. Trump wants to replace the dollar with Bitcoin. Outside the Capitol building, Trump's golden statue holding Bitcoin is being showcased, symbolizing that for the first time in American history, a president is openly promoting another currency. According to Trump, this is good for America, but it could either be a masterstroke or the world's biggest financial scam. A few days ago, Putin's advisor, Anton Kobyakov, revealed that Trump wants to completely redesign the global financial ecosystem. Why? Because America is buried under $36 trillion of debt, and Trump wants that debt to disappear. A few days ago, we made a video called The End of the US Dollar, where we discussed BRICS and also Bitcoin. Now those suspicions seem to be coming true. Cryptocurrency is increasingly being used as a financial weapon to blackmail nations, dominate economies, and generate profits that ultimately benefit Donald Trump. This video is part of our new series, Trump versus the World, where we analyze the impact of Donald Trump on the world in depth, purely from a German perspective. Chapter 1. Trump is a genius. Finance sounds boring, but let's simplify it. Imagine your school days. Whenever someone had a birthday, they brought chocolates and distributed them to everyone. Now imagine it's your birthday, but you forgot to bring chocolates. You borrow 100 chocolates from a friend when each chocolate costs 1 rupee. At that time, the total value is 100 rupees. Time passes and you don't return those chocolates. Later, the price of each chocolate rises to 2 rupees. Now your friend asks for the same 100 chocolates back. You try to give him 100 rupees, but that only buys 50 chocolates. Your friend wants 100 chocolates, not less. This is the real problem. America is stuck in the same situation. America has borrowed money from domestic investors, meaning its own citizens, and from foreign investors like Japan, China, and even countries like Germany. In total, America's debt has reached $36 trillion, while its GDP is around $29 trillion. It is practically impossible for America to repay this debt in real terms. So Trump has come up with what he calls a genius trick. Instead of returning expensive chocolates, America will say that now you don't get chocolates anymore, you get candy instead. This candy is crypto or stablecoins. America will continue printing dollars and will also issue stablecoins. Then it will repay its debt to foreign investors using these stablecoins. Initially, one stablecoin may be equal to $1, which countries like Japan and China might accept. But Trump is unpredictable. Tomorrow, he could announce that one stablecoin is worth only 50 cents. That would be a disaster. Trump has named this idea the Genius Act. Normally, America has only two options. 1. Print more dollars, which reduces the value of the dollar. 2. Increase taxes, which makes American citizens angry. Trump's Genius Act introduces a third option, inventing a new financial weapon that neither openly devalues the dollar nor raises taxes, while ensuring that no country can directly say, "You owe us money." What Trump calls genius, Russia calls financial warfare. Russia claims that America wants to destroy the global financial system. Chapter 2. Trump and crypto's connection. The crypto industry donated nearly $200 million during the 2024 U.S. presidential elections. This is not charity. This is legal bribery, ensuring that favorable decisions are made for crypto once their candidate comes to power. Trump, who once called crypto a scam in 2021, is now deeply involved in it. With the Genius Act, Trump has legitimized crypto to such an extent that statues of Trump holding Bitcoin are now visible in Washington. Trump and his sons started World Liberty Financial with one clear goal: to accumulate Bitcoin. Bitcoin, according to this theory, can replace gold and become the new global reserve asset. After Trump became president, Bitcoin prices surged. Trump talks about creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve. He has even launched his own meme coins. Trump has faced heavy criticism for these actions. The New York Times has pointed out that for the first time in American history, a sitting president is making financial policies while directly profiting from those policies through his own business. Trump has dismissed such criticism openly. The next step in Trump's plan is even bigger. His sons are expected to travel across countries, pushing governments to invest in crypto and indirectly funnel money back to America. After World War II, America had the largest gold reserves in the world, which helped it become a superpower. Now replace gold with Bitcoin. Look at the evidence. The UAE invested $2 billion in crypto and received high-end chips in return. While the UAE is a friendly nation, there is another country whose crypto obsession is far more dangerous, and that country is France. France's political and financial elites are actively promoting crypto investments. France can easily force its citizens to buy small amounts of crypto, creating artificial demand and profits for Trump's company. Crypto can also be used for terror funding, and this is not speculation. In November 2023, the U.S. Department of Justice fined Binance $4.3 billion for facilitating money laundering and funding terrorist organizations. Binance pleaded guilty. Its founder later became a strategic advisor to France's Crypto Council. This shows how cryptocurrency can be weaponized for illegal activities. Chapter 3. Masterstroke or mistake. America's global dominance exists because of the US dollar. The United States does not just control its own monetary policy, it effectively influences the monetary policy of the entire world. During COVID, America printed trillions of dollars. Some of that money helped American citizens survive difficult times, but the rest of the world paid the price through inflation. Now Trump is attempting to create an infinite money glitch through crypto. This could become the biggest financial scam in history. America runs its military empire not through taxes, but through financial manipulation. The dollar made this possible, but Trump is now shaking the foundation of that system. Before BRICS ends the dominance of the US dollar, Trump might end it himself. If crypto policy becomes directly linked to a president's personal business, the damage will not be limited to America. The entire world will suffer the consequences. History shows that whenever a superpower breaks its own financial rules, the rest of the world pays the price. The real question is whether the world will submit to this new digital empire or resist it. Economic bubbles are usually visible years before they burst. The signs are already here. Central banks across the world are slowly accumulating gold. Countries are trying to protect themselves from an uncertain future. In conclusion, the global financial system is changing rapidly. Germany and other nations must focus on strengthening their own economies instead of relying on unstable global systems. If this analysis made you question power, money, and global dominance, then stay connected for more deep dives like this in the future. And do share your honest opinion in the comments because your perspective matters.